Hey, how's it going? It's been a while since I made a video, so I figured I'd get off my butt and actually do something relatively current. I know it's not about this cat, Stella. You're in the way. She's a pretty good cat. My daughter loves her. It's basically her cat. Anyways, it's not about cats. So this is about my general purpose rifle setup. Um, I recently bought a 3X primary arms um, ACSS prism scope. You might think it was like the poor man's ACOG. That's pretty good. It's like a third, quarter of the cost. And then on top of it, I had just like a TRS 25 Bushnell red dot. And, for size comparison, it was kind of like this. Maybe a little smaller. And it's just kind of sitting on there. And it was just really bulky and stupid looking and awkward. So did some looking online, and Primary Arms also makes a classic series micro red dot. This is in 24 millimeter, so you have a good field of view. I think 20 millimeters like really small. It's almost like limiting. I think like anything above 23, 24, 25 millimeters is a really good sweet spot. So originally, I had my Primary Arms. I'm not sponsored by them, though that would be super cool. 1X Prism, right? Really good 1X Prism. Love it. Very durable. Awesome. Highly would actually recommend this. And then I had another Primary Arms product, the Micro 3X Magnifier. I tend to run backup iron sights just as a redundancy, because you should always, when getting rifle, be at least familiar with iron sights. A scope can bust, the lenses can break, red dot battery can go out, but iron sight's pretty durable, if nothing else. You're screwed at night though, but it's a good redundancy to have. Anyways, with a 1X prism scope, as good as it is, and this magnifier behind it, I didn't have much room for. There's a very short eye relief. Probably closer to more like a regular ACOG, like 1 to 2 inches. And it's doable, right? And it's adjustable, it's fine, it's adaptable. The problem becomes you have at least 4 sets of lenses with 2 diopters. And after doing my little blue patrols, I'd had to set this diopter a certain way, then this one a certain way. But they would cross blur with each other, so you'd have to readjust the diopters to align with each other. And to me, that's just, it's doable, it's trainable, it's manageable, but it makes it slightly more complicated than I'd prefer it to be. So instead I got this 3X with just a red on top. So it's got a fixed magnification, 1 diopter, and I mean the BTC on here is good to like 600 yards or whatever. But this is only 1X magnification less than a traditional ACOG. And the eye relief's like twice as good. It's like 3-inch eye relief, something like that. Ow, you're calling me? Okay, hi. Hello. Anywho, I guess we're holding a cat. And then on top of here, this little red dot, it fits it really, really well. It's small, it's compact. You go from a cheek weld to a chin weld. There's a slight change in head movement. It's not bad. With the other one that I had, it almost like bring it up and over. It was like almost at neck weld. So that was just not working out for me. So yeah, for my general purpose rifle, I would definitely recommend the 3X Prism with a micro red on top. The cool thing about this one is it comes with a Picatinny mount, and this already has a Picatinny foothold, so it mounts right up, and it actually looks pretty decent, right? And I like this concept for general purpose rifle. You got magnification as you need it. It's probably your primary, and then if things get close and personal, you got your red dot to do close and personal kind of things. So I think it's the best of both worlds. And being general purpose rifle, you easily get 300-400 yards, but you're probably not a designated marksman, right? That's a different setup. That's my other rifle I have, which is a 1x6 LPVO with a Siley red dot on top. and that one is a 223 Wild barrel, so it's more accurized. This is medium, profile, needling gas system, and it shoots really soft. One thing I should add, before I forget, with the setup for the 1X, it comes with a bunch of different mounts and spacers, and some are cantilever, so it tilts it forward more, because people like that. A lot of comp imports have that. So what I did was, both this one and this one use the ACOG base mount, and so what I did was I took the cantilever off of this, put it on here, reversed it, and in doing so, this gives me backup iron sight use right here. So I really like that, and I kind of wish like Primary Arms would just make like a separate kit for like the spacers and bolts and stuff. Super useful. Happy little accident, right? So, anyways, it's been a while. Did a woods patrol the other day. I am really out of shape. It was like 92 degrees, and the humidity was probably just as high, and I just sweated profusely. And I really need to work on that a lot more. I haven't been outside like in the deep woods for like 4 months. Just kept putting it off, putting it off. Decided just to get off my ass and go ahead and do it. It was really cool. Saw some deer, squirrels, wildlife stuff, and get used to being uncomfortable. Just do it. Most of the battles we face is mental, anyways, of like laziness and just it's really easy to do this. And I'm really addicted to Arma Reforger. I met some really cool dudes online, and it led me to actually think about this, because one of the optics in there is the ACOG with the RMR mount, this is just the budget-friendly version. These two together is a quarter of the price you can pay for an ACOG and RMR, and you have better eye relief, and you have a lifetime warranty on both. And I for someone that's got a budget, they got to stick with it. I really, really recommend that. I mean, if you have money to get the ACOG RMR, cool, awesome. I'm not gonna put that down or anything, but I really like this setup. It's pretty good. Eventually here, I'll have to go to a range and sight these in. I'll probably either sight this in at 25 yards or 36 yards. I prefer 36 yards. And then the cool thing about this one, on the ballistics chart for the 3X here, if you have a 14.5-inch barrel, you can sight it at 50 yards. This is the 13.9 pin and weld, so basically about the same. It's like a half-inch difference. But strange enough, with a 16-inch, 18-inch, whatever, you sight it in at 100 yards. So it's kind of cool that I can just zero this in at 50 yards, which is a little bit easier to do, a little more convenient, and I like that idea behind this. Anyways, I've ranted on long enough, and as you can tell, my hair is growing out, and I don't know when I'm going to let it stop growing out. So, no one cares, but I just figured I'd offer that out there. Anyways, coming up is Labor Day, so I hope everyone has a happy Labor Day. And as fall comes along, it's going to get a little cooler, hopefully, in the next 2 months. And then I'll be outside more, doing more wood stuff, because the summer's muggy, miserable, and hot, and the gnats are horrible. But I definitely like the fall and winter stuff more. Anyways, thanks for sticking around, and you guys have a good one. See you later.